and welcome back, Soul Gardeners, to Ariel Joseph Towne, the Feng Shui Guy Q&A. I just felt like laughing. Don't you sometimes just feel so good when you just laugh? I mean, there is a specific Bill Cosby quote that he does, and I'm not going to say it right here, right now, but at some point, maybe. But Bill Cosby has this thing, every time that I say it, I just find myself laughing and laughing and laughing, and it just feels so good. So you may have noticed that what the focus of the question for today we're going to talk about is inner Feng Shui. So how do we get there? The question that was asked, which I think is an awesome question, is from a viewer who said, I've set up my room to attract more romantic love. I've set it up. It doesn't seem to be working. I've got a pair of candles, I've got romantic photos, and I've even got a pair of hearts. So the question is, well, what else can I do? So are any of you experiencing this? Maybe you've placed a few things around and you're sort of like, when is this stuff supposed to kick in? Well, I think there might be a few things you want to think about, because it isn't always addition by addition. Sometimes it's addition by subtraction. The first thing I want you to think about is it's really, really, really essential to make space. You can't pick up something new in your life unless you put down what you're holding. Are you holding on to someone else? For better or for worse? Are you holding out for someone that you're hoping will end their relationship? Are you holding out for revenge? Is there somebody that you're still upset with? You need to make space in order to attract something else. Nature abhors a vacuum. So if you make space, something else will be able to come in and enter into your life. So when you're thinking about these few things that you place, you might need to put some space around them. Remember the gallery analogy? Like, you wouldn't walk into a museum necessarily and see a whole bunch of paintings around another painting. You might actually see some space around it, because we want to give reverence to these things. So if you've placed some flowers, or if you've placed some romantic photos that hopefully you can see from wherever you're spending time, and you place these hearts, hidden or unseen. If you place these candles, and hopefully they're aromatic candles that are good for the environment and good for your lungs, and they smell good, and they activate other senses, make sure you put some space around them. Okay? Number 2, don't forget the 3 secret reinforcements, right? It's about body, mind, and spirit. I just pointed my head twice. It's about body, mind, and spirit, whatever the international sign for spirit is. So it's about body, placing the item. Mind, it's about placing the intent and seeing what it is you'd like to see happen in your life, as well as placing the object. And then lastly, it's performing a blessing over the object. Each one of us can make an item sacred by performing a blessing ritual. Religious ritual or just spiritual ritual, personal rituals are just fine. You can follow the Feng Shui rituals, which is to say a mantra and use a mudra. Even just putting your hands in prayer is a mudra. Sometimes we say Om Mani Padme Hum 9 times. That is in the black hat tradition, which I was trained in, the 3 secret reinforcements. It's the stuff we place, the thoughts we have about the stuff, and the blessing. Otherwise, if you just haphazardly, place a bamboo plant, thinking, I want some more money in my life, and then you do that, how do you know it's working? If you find a quarter on the sidewalk, does that mean it's working? Well, in some ways it could be, but what's your measuring stick? What are your intentions? So it ties in. The third thing we want to talk about is, what is your inner Feng Shui doing? A lot of people that I've spoken to about affirmations sometimes have a problem saying out loud something like, I have a millionaire mind, or something like that, if they don't, especially if they're struggling to pay their rent. Because there's a voice in the back of their head that goes, bullcrap. They go, I have a millionaire mind, bullcrap. So those little weeds that we're hoping to pluck out of our soul's garden are really important to pay attention to. But it's really important to tap into the feeling. The feeling. If you have any questions about this, talk to Skip. He's awesome about this. Talk to Julie. Talk to Julie. She can really help you align with the vibration of joy, with the vibration of peace, with the vibration of abundance. Your inner abundant feeling is as important as the outer abundance symbol that you place into your space. So as far as passion goes, how do you start feeling more lovable? How do you start feeling like you're in a relationship? How do you start feeling more sexy? How do you do these things? So as you start to do things that make you feel in that vibration and be appreciative of all that you already have, you can allow that to spill over into this area of what you're wanting to call in. So I hope that starts to help. that it's not just about placing a few things into our space, but really it's making sure that we make space around it, that we do the 3 secret reinforcements, and that we pay attention to our inner Feng Shui as well. Thanks so much for your questions. I'll see you in 7. Namaste.